For the last almost 4 weeks, Candace Owens has been milking or exploiting Charlie Kirk's death for clicks. She hasn't actually provided a shred of evidence. In her bit of evidence today, the text message that Charlie Kirk was supposedly sending in a group chat, which doesn't have any dates attached to it, and we can't actually really verify any of the text messages at all, because guess what? We don't know who else is in the group. She's blurred that out. We can't actually see where the group chat originated from. She's blurred that out too. It's just seems wrong. And the text messages read like something that Tyler Robinson would have created with his lover, by the way. That's how I read it, at least. And to say that it's got everything in a short little bit, like it's very tiny, it's got everything that Candace Owens has supposedly been saying for quite some time. That Turning Point wanted to bring her back, or Charlie wanted to bring her back, and also like a 2 million donation, the Jewish donors. He was arguing and not happy with the Jewish donors. And then also the fact that he was turning his back on Israel. He had no choice. And also the Tucker Carlson stuff. The platform Tucker Carlson, people are mad about that. So it seems like it's got everything that Candace Owens wanted it to have. Coincidence? I wonder. And we don't even know who sent her this, by the way. I mean, it makes me wonder, like, where she got it from. Because supposedly the person that is in that group chat, or people that were in that group chat, were part of Charlie's inner circle. I don't know, but if I am part of a group chat, I am part of someone's close circle group, am I not? So apparently someone in Charlie's close circle friend group sent, of all people, this to Candace Owens and said, Candace, I want you to have this, and I want you to reveal it to the entire bloody world. I'm not going to send it to Turning Point USA. I'm going to send it to you. Have you ever heard something so crazy and outrageous? But that's what it looks like from someone that does a lot of critical thinking. And by the way, Candace Owens wants us to have a bit of patience with her while she reveals all of this to us. But she's not done. She's not done, ladies and gentlemen, in trying to reveal the truth, even though this woman has got zero credibility whatsoever. And she's even claiming that she found Brigitte Macron's penis, even though she's been sued into oblivion. She's consistently doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the lies because it makes great content. It's drama. People love this stuff. They clip it, they put it online, and they debate it. It's part of the culture, part of the war that we've got at the moment. Who's right? Who's wrong? Let me prove this. But she's doing the gotcha kind of style. Look at this. You guys have to prove it. I'm going to tell you that it's this. Don't question me on it, but I can just ask questions. That's not journalism, guys. Just in case you're wondering, nothing of the sort. It's not my job to prove something that you're saying that's so outlandishly crazy. It's gaslighting 101 is what it is. It's manipulation. And Jordan Peterson, by the way, everyone needs to pray for Jordan Peterson because the man, like, is recovering and he had sepsis. And if you've heard the poor man's going through a spiritual battle at the moment, that's what it really looks like. And I'm definitely praying for Jordan. But Jordan said it best. This woman is high on the psychopathic, narcissistic scale. I mean, to me, when I'm looking at all the text messages she was sending, the lies that they contain as well, I'm going, her team needed to create something a little bit better than what we got. And I don't think we're ever going to know, ladies and gentlemen, whether or not it is legit or verified. I ain't holding my breath, but I personally don't think it's real. Because why in the world, first and foremost, did it take almost 4 weeks to produce this? Why not release it the week of? Why not release it a day after the memorial? Because according to Candace, Andrew Colbert told her to wait till after the memorial. I'll just wait till after the memorial to go absolutely ham on Turning Point USA and to lie and to spread false things. By all means, Candace, go right ahead. And you had several members of Turning Point USA that have spoken to Candace privately. She's unfollowed them, by the way, and have called her out on her lies. And still she continues. Still she doesn't care because it's money. Who's really going to stop her? I don't think anyone can really stop her, right? And now she's going all in on attacking Turning Point USA employees. You know, this kind of reminds me of that whole Israel is paying people to attack Tucker and her kind of saga. And she produced within 24 hours, part of her tips thing, an email was given to her. And that email was, to me, fake. No verification whatsoever. And then also the rabbi that apparently sent this email came out with a statement saying that it was false. Libel. I wonder if they're actually suing her still. Who knows? But it's crazy. Oh, by the way, have a watch of this. This is Candace Owens' latest go in for the attack. It's wrong. It's icky the way people grieve nowadays. Have a watch.
So what are we supposed to believe? That the more moral thing would be for us to behave like Turning Point USA employees? You know, Alex Clark calling me out, you kidding me? Should I do what she did? And it would have been more moral for me to invite the Wall Street Journal a literal week after Charlie is murdered to photograph me in high boots standing over his memorial site at the office, like the outside memorial vigil where people mourn and drop off flowers and gifts, because that's exactly what Alex Clark did. And I thought it was icky. I thought it was gross, but I didn't say anything because everybody mourns in their own way. But I got to stop saying that. I got to stop saying everybody grieves in their own way. This is the article that was published on September 18th. So we can assume that they at least photographed her one day and interviewed her one day earlier, right? That's being charitable. So this was done latest, again, 1 week after Charlie was assassinated. Again, take a look at this. Pull that up. I'm going to pull this photo up because I just want to look at the photo. This is literally her being shot in front of the gifts that people are dropping off for Charlie. But maybe it's Photoshop. Doesn't look like it is to me. Even if it was Photoshopped, I would be losing my mind. I don't understand how anyone would let this go out and think that it's okay. If they knew Charlie, I couldn't even speak to the press that week. I still haven't spoken to the press about Charlie Kirk, actually. Haven't even given one interview about Charlie Kirk because it felt icky to me. I'm just focused on investigating his murder. Anyways, I want to read a little blurb from this article. Again, published September 18th. Alex Clark was about to head to the airport for a work trip to celebrate the first anniversary of her podcast when she heard the news. Her boss, Charlie Kirk, had been shot. She says, quote, "The very first thought that popped into my head was, I'm so glad that Charlie knew Jesus," said Clark, 32, who hosts the Maha-friendly podcast Culture Apothecary for Turning Point USA. The second thought was, what will happen now? And the third thought was, thank God Trump is president. I don't know. People around the world didn't even know Charlie. Okay. Third thought, thank God Trump is president. Like MAGA. Did you go MAGA? Did you go like, I'm glad he knows the Lord, and then MAGA? What are we missing here? Does that feel okay at all? It goes on to say she praises the FBI director Kash Patel and his deputy Dan Bongino for their leadership in the hunt for the suspect. What's so crazy is that we have them in office because of Charlie, Clark said. So honor the feds, quick pick outside, and also MAGA hard. That is like, I'm sorry, I get it. Everybody grieves differently, okay? But not that way.
She hasn't spoken to the press, but she has spoken to all of you guys and to the millions of people on a YouTube show lying about Charlie, death, everything, providing no evidence. And the evidence that she provided today, I've got so many questions. So many. But of course, she still haven't spoken to the press about this. But if you go to the press, that's apparently wrong. But if you talk about this on your show to millions of people, that's right. I've got to stop saying that everyone grieves in their own way. So what Alex Clark did, being very close to Charlie Kirk, even at the very end, not Candace being close, but Alex being very close, apparently it's wrong for her to go to the media, or the media probably went to them. She takes a photo in front of the memorial. That's apparently icky and wrong, but Candace going online and spreading lies about Charlie, that's not wrong? Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, Candace thinks that she's right. So therefore, because Candace thinks that it's right, everyone else is wrong. Alex being close friends with Charlie, it's wrong for her to actually stand and do an interview to the press. Who the hell do you think you are, woman? You know what's wrong? The fact that you didn't even turn up to his funeral, and yet you have the gall, the hide, the spine on this woman to now go after actually close friends of Charlie Kirk and accuse them. Oh, they're not grieving. How do you know what they're feeling, woman? You don't. You're assuming. You're making accusations. You are attacking, but yet you can't even see the irony of anything you're saying right now. You are attacking someone from Turning Point USA that was actually close to Charlie Kirk, but yet you, for the last 4 weeks, have been going on a massive tangent and not letting the Turning Point USA employees actually grieve the loss of their founder. You're angry that Erica Kirk took over, and you've been spreading lies about Charlie's death. I have made video after video after video about it. And yet you think you're in the right. Loads of people have called you to stop, but yet you won't stop because it's just getting too good for you. People are giving you way too much attention, way too much notoriety. Even Marjorie Taylor Greene responded to this by going, hello. So you've got a sitting senator now. This is nuts. Seems like Marjorie Taylor Greene has lost her marbles if she thinks that Candace Owens is right. Nazi bitch Candace Owens claims that Charlie wrote in an undated group chat that he lost a Jewish donor, and at the same exchange said he's thinking of instead, wait for it, working again with Candace Owens. Has it been saying, effing, you know what? Stupid. Makes no sense. To me, it just seems so obviously fake. But of course, we can't really prove, because according to Candace, it's unrefutable. We can't refute any of Candace's claims because according to Candace, she's well ahead of all of us. She's a couple of steps, 7 steps ahead of us. She's playing chess, guys. She's playing chess with this stuff. Make a crazy accusation. Don't follow it up with any kind of evidence whatsoever, except I'm going to use ChatGPT. In the day and age that we live in, man, how do you know that anything's real or right? Huh? First off, Candace has no credibility. Second, there's a bunch of Telegram group chats scams that claim to be real people. I was briefly in one with Elon Musk. Third, if you discount the text messages between Tyler Robinson and his trans furry lover, you cannot take these as face value. Lastly, even if the text messages were real, they mean literally nothing related to Charlie Kirk's death. I find it scary how Candace is building a literal cult. Soon, they'll be drinking Kool-Aid in sync with 31 Atlas to be sent to heaven. Well, it's so easy nowadays to create things. So easy. So why did it take almost 4 weeks to produce this? What? We're going to be 7 steps ahead of everyone, so we're going to wait 4 weeks while we in the background are creating a text message that you cannot refute at all. There's no dates whatsoever. We don't know who else is in the group chat either. That's been blurred. And who the hell actually sent her this? Here you go, Candace. Here's unrefutable proof for you from tips@CandaceOwens.com. I have created this for you. She goes, yep. If you saw the video of her reading it out, it's literally like the first time she's ever read it. I don't know about you, but if it's the first time I've ever read something, there's a lot more the reaction. You can tell. But if someone has read through it a little bit longer, there's a bit more confidence. The reaction's different. It's because you know what you're about to read. Yeah. It's more set in stone. Not like you're reading it for the first time. Candace Owens last week. Charlie wanted to bring me back. And like I pointed out, the text message just goes one thing after the next. Everything that she's claimed the last couple of weeks, it's almost all in there. Seems a little bit too good to be true, doesn't it? Just for me, for my liking. Brandon Tatum goes, unfortunately, Charlie cannot defend what he said on a private message he clearly did not intend to make public before he was assassinated. So who made it public initially? Who sent it to Candace? Why won't she reveal the name? So we can actually do due diligence and verify it. The whole leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause, you can never pull together as one and revenge us. Leaving me no choice but to leave the pro-Israel cause. That just doesn't sit right with me. Does it sit right with you guys? Not one bit. Anyway, we'll wait to see what comes next because apparently it's Blitzkrieg week. Funny how she's using a Nazi term to describe something that is Jewish in nature. Anyway, that's enough from me. You guys take care. Be blessed, and I'll see you all in the next video.